Hello and welcome to the Positively Pebbles podcast, the companion to my Positively Pebbles newsletter, looking to put more positivity, joy, and good news out into the world. I really need a day between Sunday and Monday. How many of us have had that thought when the end of the weekend arrives and you start thinking about another new work week? Often called the Sunday Scaries, it's described as the time that kicks in on Sunday afternoon or early evening where you start to experience anxiety, dread, irritability, low mood, and more when you start to even think about the week ahead. In the newsletter, I talked a lot about the ways that we can deal with the dread that Sunday brings for many of us. Tips and activities we could do to bring a little more peace and less anxiety to our end of the weekend. Today, I want to do something a little different and have us ask ourselves some questions to take a closer and more personal look into the why of that dread. We won't be able to answer all of these right now off the top of our heads, but they're definitely worth taking some time to examine. So before I get to the questions you could ask yourself, here are some of the things you might want to try when answering them. Have a way to record your answers that feels most comfortable to you, whether that's in a journal or your notes app on your phone or doing voice recordings. Any way that you'll be able to have these answers to look back and reference. Also, when you're answering the questions, try not to filter your answers. So many times we take the first thing that comes to mind and then we kind of spiral and go down a path that often leads to us thinking about the worst case scenario and all the reasons why our answers don't make sense. Try not to do that. Filters, explanations, and editing, those come later. And finally, be honest with yourself. Don't answer the way you think you should answer. Answer in a way that will give you ideas that truly reflect how you're thinking and feeling. Now on to the questions, and there are 4 of them. I think we start with the simplest but probably most complicated question. Why do you dread Monday coming? You can answer this as simply and as broadly as you like. If you say work, for example, dig a little bit deeper. Why is it work? Do you not like what you do? Do you feel unappreciated? Think about it. Why do you dread Monday coming? Next, where is fun prioritized in your life? Where's the joy and the peace and the things that make you happy? What would you need to do to make it more of a priority? Another question to ask yourself, do you feel ready for the new week? What are the things that are making you feel unprepared for what's to come? And one more question, because I don't want to overwhelm you with an already overwhelming topic, but are you suffering from burnout? What are the things that are keeping you exhausted to the point that the weekend can't even fix them? All of this contributes to the worry and uneasiness that comes with Sundays for some of us. So the 4 questions to ask yourself: why do you dread Monday coming? Where is fun prioritized in your life? Do you feel ready for the new week? And are you suffering from burnout? Take the time to answer these questions and to think about ways to combat each of them. Here's to you building a life where you never experience the Sunday Scaries ever again. Now for this week's good news. What is something you'd never tell your spouse? Well, that was a question that was asked online, and there was one answer that was really unexpectedly sweet. A man said that his wife has what he calls a deep, unyielding love for chilies, but her frugal heart usually won't let her enjoy it. So when they go, she'll only get the basics, tap water, no appetizers, and he says you can practically see her running the math through her head instead of enjoying her meal. Because of that, he says that every few weeks he makes a stop at Walmart to pick up a gift card, and when he gets home, he tells her that his boss gave it to him as a bonus for going above and beyond. Because of that, he takes her out, the pressure's off, and he says she finally relaxes, orders exactly what she wants, and they actually get to enjoy each other's company. He says that it's the best money he spends all month just to see her truly happy and stress-free. Thank you so much for joining me for the Positively Pebbles podcast. Be sure to check out Sunday's newsletter with tips for chasing away the Sunday Scaries. You can check it out. The link is in the show notes. Have a great day and wishing you a not-so-scary Sunday this weekend.